Okay, today we're going to be covering how to convert between radical form and rational exponent form. Okay, so if we remember, there's a number, when there's a number outside of our radical symbol right here, that is called our index. Okay, so we're going to label this box index. That says index. Alright, this other box right here is usually our number that is our exponent, okay? Exponent. That's stuff we already know, okay? Our index and our exponent. Now we're going to convert to exponential form, okay? So basically, in order to do that, our index over here goes to the bottom of our exponent over here, okay? So our index goes to the bottom, and the exponent stays on top. And that is pretty much the gist of what we need to know when we're converting, okay? And the same thing when we go back, our index, say we're already in exponential form, our index goes out to where the index is, the exponent stays the exponent, all right? So let's go ahead and look at some examples of how this could work. So here we got some examples. Obviously, we're going to start off with number 1. We have x to the power of 5 over 2. Okay, from our notes, what we just said, our index is on the bottom, the exponent's on the top. So we write our x underneath our radical sign. The index is on the bottom, so the 2 is out here, and the exponent is on the top, so the exponent's right there. Let me see if I can write that a little bit better. There we go. And remember that when our index is 2, we don't have to write it. So if it wasn't there, it's automatically assumed that our index is 2. Okay. Now we go over here. Parentheses are very important. They're going to tell us if just one thing is being raised to that power or if it's both. So when it's in parentheses, the exponent essentially is going to both of these, the 100 and the variable. So being that this is in parentheses, everything in the parentheses is going to be under our radical sign. So we have 100x, all of that is under our radical, and we know that our index is the bottom, so we would have a 2 here, and our top is our exponent. Again, if it's a 2, we really don't need to write it, and if our exponent is a 1, we don't need to write that either. So that would be our answer, or we could get rid of this 2, and it'll still be correct. Go down here to number 3. Same thing. Index is on the bottom, exponent's on the top. The entire thing is under the radical sign. Our index is 3. The bottom is 3, so our index is 3. And our exponent is 1. If our exponent's 1, we don't need to write it. That's the answer to number 3. Pretty easy stuff. So now we have radical form and we're going to convert it to exponential form. Well, obviously, all this is underneath our radical sign. So we know that everything is going to be under the radical of 3. So we can put this in parentheses there's a 3 there. Our index goes on the bottom. Exponent on the top. Okay, or if we wanted to break it down first, well, right now we're just converting, but if we broke this down, we would get the cubed root. So that's a 3, the cubed root of 27. So what number times itself 3 times? So x times x times x is supposed to equal 27. So the cubed root of 27, if you have your chart, it's going to be 3. The cubed root of x to the third is just x. And that'll be the answer. And that is because this goes with that and with this. So that'll be 27 to the 1/3 times x to the 3 over 3. 27 to the 1/3 is the cubed root. 3 divided by 3, that goes away, it's 1. The cubed root of 27 is 3. Okay. Same thing, this entire thing is under one root, one radical. So it's all in parentheses. If we do not have an index shown, it's automatically a 2. The index is on the bottom to the first power. And that could be the answer. If you wanted to break it down further, this goes there and there. We do not know the square root of 5, so we leave it that way. This becomes 6 over 2. 6 divided by 2, that turns into 3. So we could have 5 to the 1/2 x to the 3rd power. That's also an answer. Let me rewrite the original answer. One more problem, number 6 down here. Notice how this is all raised to the 2nd power, okay? So our exponent is 2 and our index is 3. So for this one, we have 64b. Our exponent is 2, the exponent's on the top, and our index is 3. And that's how we convert it. We could also solve for that. If we had our chart out and looked at our chart, the cube root of 64, because this is going to go here and here. Okay. But it might be a little bit easier just to solve it this way. So the cube root of 64 is going to be 4, but it's still squared. So 4 squared is 16. So the cubed root of 64 is 4, right? So the 4 would come out, but it's still squared. And then we have b to the 2/3 because we just convert that because we don't know what the cubed root of b is, but it's still squared as well. And then we do that, 4 squared. That turns into 16 b to the 2/3. That'll be an answer, or that's an answer as well. Thank you very much. Have a great day.